Hey guys, welcome back to Small Football Manager 2019. I'm Joe, if you're new around here, and welcome to part 1 of my Football Manager Predicts the Future videos. Last year we got up to 600 years. This year I'm going to get to the 1,000, I promise you. This particular video we're going to be talking about 50 years in the future. I've holidayed 50 years and I'm doing it on FM Touch this year. Now, last year I did it on full fat FM all the way up to 600 years, and by the end it was basically simulating one season overnight, so it would have took me about 400 days to get to the 1,000 video. So, you know, I'm doing it on FM Touch this year simply because it shows pretty much the same information as we're going to want to look into. I think stuff like best player and that is rather irrelevant once you get into 3018 because we don't know any of the players. So I'm doing it on FM Touch this year, hopefully to refine the simulating process, and to get to 50 years within 2 days of the game being out shows me that this is the right decision. So make sure you click that subscribe button for regular FM Predicting the Future videos, but today it is 50 years. So let's have a little look, first of all, at the World Cup. I think that's one that most people will want to see who has won it since 2018, which was of course France. So Brazil actually won the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Now, can we have a little look at when the matches took place? We can, you know. We can. November, so it did take place in the Winter World, as a Winter World Cup, I guess. So I wonder what happened to the Premier League and stuff that year. We might have a look at that if it's still available to look at. So Brazil won the 2022 World Cup. Germany were runners-up. France were third. Then Spain won the 2026. England finished third at that one. And then Colombia win in 2030, which is quite a surprise, in Italy. And then England finished third again in 2034. Brazil won 3 in a row. That's pretty crazy. Italy winning. England won the 2050 World Cup in South Africa, beating Spain in the final. France finished third, and then England hosted the next World Cup. Imagine that, being holders and hosting the next one. France won it. Look at that, 2 identical World Cups basically, in England and Japan, and then Brazil won it again, and then Germany. So I think, Brazil are the record holders still, 10 times winner, which is absolutely crazy. So still haven't beaten that highest attendance, or the lowest attendance, funnily enough. But Brazil, absolutely crazy. Let's have a look at the European Championship, if it's here. European Football Championship, that's the one. So it looks like England might have had a bit more success in this one. 2020, England won it. Now, 12 host nations, of course. England hosting the final, so they won it in front of their home crowd. Italy, Germany, Spain, France, England, France, England. So England have won it 4 times in this short space of time. Spain have won it as well. Switzerland, and then a double Germany win. Denmark have got to the final. Croatia have got to the final as well. So couple of little shocks in there. Doesn't look like England have hosted the Euros at all. Scotland and Wales have, though, twice, which is interesting. Ukraine and Poland again, just like 2008, although the countries are switched the other way around. Switzerland and Austria as well, who hosted the previous one. And no, it was 2012, Poland and Ukraine, wasn't it? But very, very interesting. Shall we have a little look at the Premier League then? So I haven't got the badges and stuff in for this episode, but it should be in next time. Just forgotten to move over me badge files, in all honesty. But let's have a look at the past winners, and in particular the 2022 year. So who's going to win this year? Man City, apparently, with Liverpool in second. I don't think anybody would argue with that. Man United finishing third, then Liverpool 4 on the bounce. That is crazy. Man City, Man United, Arsenal winning it finally in 2028 after a 24-year gap. But let's have a little look at the 2022-3 season and see exactly what went on. Can we see this? Oh, we can. We can. So 2022. Ooh. Right, so we won 2023, and then we want to go back. So, at winter break, Premier League football stopped on the 29th of October. Right. So, yeah. 29th of October, all 20 Premier League teams played, and then they didn't come back until the 3rd of January. So, when did it start? When did the season start? Did it start any earlier, or did they just cram a load of matches in? This is really interesting to me. Look at this. It's starting in July. That's 8th of May. So 23rd of July was the first game of the season, which is, what, about 2-3 weeks early? And then, did it finish later? That's what I want to find out. So went into April, May, and then just August. So it finished at the same time, but started 3 weeks early and stopped for around about 2 months in the 21st of October. Now that is very interesting. If that's what happens in real life, it's going to be chaos in the Premier League that year. But really, really cool. Funnily enough, Dele Alli and Harry Kane played for Liverpool. That's a bit of an odd one. I don't think we're going to see their transfer history, are we? Actually, you know what? FM Touch has got just as much information in it as Full Fat FM. Dele Alli, 76 million that was for. When did Harry Kane join? So this must have been in Liverpool's crazy streak. Look at that, £89 million for Harry Kane. But yeah, let's get back to the Premier League then. But that was really interesting. What would happen with a Winter World Cup? I might splice that up and just have that as a normal video. Another video, I should say. Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Watford win the Premier League. That's what I was waiting for. 2044-45. That is pretty crazy. By the way, if you guys spot anything, please let me know down in the comments, because I'm guaranteed to miss stuff, to be perfectly honest with you. But let's have a little look at this season. So Watford were champions on goal difference over Manchester City. That is pretty damn crazy. Tottenham finishing outside the top 7 there. Really, really good. West Ham winning it in 2052-53. So they won at 87 points, 3 points ahead of Manchester United. Watford finishing 5th that year. I'm really interested to see how the Premier League looks in this year. It's looking fairly similar to what it is now in 2050 odd. But Liverpool have won a load of titles. I wonder if they're the record holders. They are 33 now. So they've won more than Man United in this time, even though Man United had that little dominant spell. Man City are surely catching up as well. How many Premier Leagues have they won? 23. And 9 Champions Leagues, which we haven't even got onto yet. But let's have a little look at the current season then. So Liverpool were the champions, 93 points. Man City 2nd, West Ham 3rd, Brighton in 4th, Chelsea 5th, Tottenham 6th, Everton 7th. Sorry about that little interruption, guys. So yeah, the top 7, 8, 9, 10, the top 10 teams are still Premier League teams. Leeds are the only new one in there. Nottingham Forest are in there. Bristol City are in there. Sheffield United, West Brom. So it's actually not that different to what it always has been. I feel like we are missing a team though, like quite a big team. But I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if we can look at the Championship, because we haven't got the Championship loaded. So I wonder whether this is going to be the floor of FM Touch. Sky Bet Championship. No, you can still see the winners. I mean, Stoke are in there. The problem is you kind of look at the whole division, but yeah, yeah, it'll take a while to have a look at that. But there's no big shocks in the Premier League yet. I wouldn't expect that, 50 years into the future. Wait till we're 500 years in the future and you might see, I don't know, Ebbsfleet or somebody in there. I think we had something like that happen last year. Let's have a little look at the Champions League then. Simply because I'm curious as to how many times Man City have won it. We know it's 9, but English clubs seem to be dominating it. Man City, Liverpool. Hold on. From 2018-19 until 2027, an English team won it every single year. Now that is absolutely crazy. Real Madrid won it a couple of years. Barcelona winning it as well. Atletico Madrid, that's quite a surprising one. Borussia Dortmund in there. So you can see it's mixing itself up a little bit now. Wolfsburg have won it, which is quite crazy. Leipzig, so Germany are coming back in recent years. So that's another thing I guess we can look at is the reputations. I don't know if you can see that on Football Manager Touch. I'm not sure you can. So you do lose some things in FM Touch, but I'm not that bothered. Bundesliga, let's have a look at this. Licensed in FM for the first time this year, of course. So Bayern Munich have won the most recent one. Oh boy. Bayern Munich won the first couple, and then Wolfsburg won, interestingly, and then Borussia Dortmund winning a load of them, but then Bayern Munich... Bayer Leverkusen won. They're no longer known as Neverkusen. They've finally won it. It is the only one they've won, but they did finally win it in 2039-40. So if you're a Leverkusen fan, you've still got a while to wait yet. Wolfsburg win a couple again. Leipzig in there. But it's pretty much Bayern domination in the Bundesliga. Let's have a look at the Serie A. I'm pretty sure this is licensed. So AC Milan winning it this year. Past winners, actually they've won a lot. It looks like Inter Milan and AC Milan have took over again. Juventus in there as well. Early on, certainly winning a couple. Napoli in there. It doesn't look as if there's any big shocks in there. It looks like it's being shared between 4 teams: Inter Milan, Napoli, Juventus, and AC Milan. So that's fairly interesting. Let's have a look at Ligue 1, if I can spell. There we go. Ligue 1. I mean, 4 on the bounce for FC Nantes, between 63 and 67. But apart from that, Paris Saint-Germain, wow. It just looks like, we started in 2012. 4 Paris Saint-Germain wins, then a Monaco win, another 6, then a Monaco, then another 6, then a Monaco. That is crazy. Monaco have won, about 6? Nantes have won 4. Paris Saint-Germain have probably won about 50 titles in this time. They've won 46 overall. That is pretty tasty, to be honest with you. Pretty tasty for Paris Saint-Germain. But interestingly, they didn't win any Champions League titles. So they're obviously good, but they've never got over the Champions League hoodoo. What about Spain then? The Spanish First Division, which isn't licensed anymore. It used to be, I'm pretty sure. But let's have... Oh my god. Barcelona have won the last, what's that, 12 titles? That is absolutely crazy. Valencia winning 1 as well. Real Madrid a couple, but oh boy, that has changed a little bit. So Real Madrid won the first one, then Atletico Madrid, and then it's been Real Madrid, Barcelona, domination, except this one solitary year where Valencia won it. Gary Neville must have come back to manage them that year for them to win. But goodness me, that's disgusting. How far they're winning the league by? Not much. Oh, I mean, that year they absolutely dominated. But if you sort of scroll back through it, they didn't win it by a great deal. They finished second that year as well. So, you know, they're not winning it unbeaten. What about the Scottish Premier League? We'll see if Celtic... it's... Ooh... Is it Ladbrokes? Because I think it's... I thought it was licensed anyway. So Scottish. We'll just type that in and see what we can get. Scottish Cup, so Celtic, Ladbrokes Premiership. It is licensed. And Celtic, yeah. Oh my word. So, that is crazy how many titles Celtic have won. 2018 to 19, all the way to 2043-44. Oh dear, if Scottish football's in for that, then that's worrying. Steven Gerrard finally led them to Rangers to a title in 2044. You've got a long job on your hands there, Steven Gerrard. 2057 they won it as well. Then St Johnstone come along and win it, but only three other teams or three titles have been won by somebody other than Celtic in this whole save. That is absolutely crazy. Let me know down in the comments if you want to leave, want me to leave this save down in the description. Because it's FM Touch, I'm not sure many people will want to, but please let me know. And I certainly will do it. European, I think it's Euro Cup, isn't it? The sort of secondary competition. There we go. Oh, I think I've pressed the wrong button now. So Angers have obviously won it. So there we go, Euro Cup. That was easy enough to get to. And then we'll have a little look at the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, and then we'll probably finish off this episode. So yeah, Brighton have won it, which is pretty cool. Man United, Köln. So there's a lot more varied sort of teams in here than we had before. We've got Arsenal in there as well. But yeah, AC Milan winning the first one, Porto in there. But yeah, that's a lot more interesting to look at. Hamburg winning a couple as well, simply because there's just a few different teams in there. Let's have a look at the FA Cup and see if any underdogs have won this one. I'm not expecting it, to be honest. Leeds have won it, which is interesting, but they are a Premier League team now, so it's not that surprising. Man City, just scrolling up. Bournemouth, I guess, is the smallest team. I don't think they're... Oh, no, they are in the Premier League now. Doesn't look like there's any massive shocks in here. I guess Leeds is probably the smallest team to win it there. Well, I'm going to get crucified for that in the comments section. Carabao Cup, let's have a little look. So Liverpool are the current champions. I think this one's more likely to throw up surprises, but again, it doesn't look sort of that surprising. Brighton winning it in 2029 is quite surprising. Burnley, Bournemouth as well. West Brom, Watford, Huddersfield. So West Ham as well, but you know, Reading actually is quite an obscure one to be in the final. Ipswich as well. Rob Ponton out there, your boys Ipswich in League One now, got the final of the Carabao Cup. Should we see how badly they got beat that year? What year was it? I think it was this year. Hey, 2-0 against Chelsea. You acquitted yourselves well. Preston as well. Goodness me. So there is some obscure ones. I see Bradford there, but that happened actually in real life. So how is Sunderland doing? They're in the Championship now. Yeah, so I think that is where we're going to leave it for this sort of first episode of Predicting the Future. I will have the 100 Years in the Future video out some point in the near future, maybe the next couple of days, if it if it's as quick to simulate as it has been. But if you have enjoyed that, then make sure you do leave a like down below. Let me know down in the comments if I did miss anything. I don't think I've missed any of the major leagues, so yeah, I won't be adding in any more leagues. I'm not sure you can do that on... Oh, you can. So I guess I could add in more leagues if you want, but I'm quite liking how quick it is to simulate that. And I think we got a nice bit of information as well, but expect there to be more variety as we go through the years and sort of tycoons take over the minnows of this world. But yeah, leave a like down below if you have enjoyed. Make sure you do subscribe for daily Football Manager 2019 videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.